Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison is generally known as a coming-of-age story. Many of the characters are forced to make life decisions at one point in their life, such as Pilate choosing to travel around the world in search of her people, and like Ruth choosing to get pregnant with Milkman to keep her husband around. Even Circe choosing to hide Macon and Pilate, risking her job and her life to keep them safe. The protagonist, of course, makes the most known ongoing life decision would be Macon, also known as Milkman. He is on his continuous trail of choosing whether to follow in his father's footsteps and own properties, or go on his own and leave the town he grew up in. Macon's father, Milkman's grandfather, owned a land known as Lincoln's Heaven until he was tricked out of it by white people because he couldn't read. Milkman meets Reverend Cooper, who explains how Macon works side by side with his father on their land, in which Milkman begins to brag about his father and how he worked side by side with his father too. But was he really proud of his father, or was he putting on a show like his Aunt Pilate, Aunt Jemima act? Ever since Macon saw his father get shot, he knew he wanted to own land just as his father had, but he didn't want to be tricked out of it like his father. Milkman and his father had an odd relationship from the start. She breastfed him for too long. As he would sit on her lap, he would touch the ground with his feet. We can conclude that this was a case of a need of affection once we discover she went almost her whole life with Macon being unaffectionate to her, and when her father died, she felt alone. So having breastfed Macon, she felt the affection she longed for, though she knew it was wrong. This all stopped when Freddie the janitor caught her one evening breastfeeding her son, in which Freddie gave Macon his nickname Milkman. Once Macon had discovered his son's new nickname, he was suspicious about his wife's relationship with his son because of her history with her father, the doctor, whom Macon also believed had a sexual relation. This caused Macon to keep Milkman. We later find that the gold was not in the green sack when Milkman and Guitar stole it. Did Macon make up the story about the gold to keep Milkman around? Did he have that much faith in his son's upbringing that Milkman too believed owning things meant everything, and that Milkman would instantly agree to find the gold for his father?